Hello friends, today we will discuss about an important concept on quantum mechanics, that is Becker-Hausdorff formula and its use in quantum mechanics. Okay, the general format of this equation is e to the power a into b cap into e to the power minus a. Okay, and the value is b plus commutator of ab plus 1 upon 2 factorial commutator of a with the previous one plus 1 upon 3 factorial commutator of a with the previous one, that is your previous one is your commutator of a with respect to commutator of ab. That means the next one 1 upon 3 factorial commutator of a with the previous one. Similarly, in the next step 1 upon 4 factorial commutator of a with this one. Okay, that is the basic concept of Becker-Hausdorff formula. Okay, how to use, where to use, and the significance of this formula. Suppose this formula basically used for the transformation of an operator. If you want to transform from operator into another operator, then it can be used. That means here e to the power a b cap e to the power minus a cap. I can explain with an example. Okay, let's explain the transformation of Ly operator. Okay, this is the question is e to the power I phi lx by upon h cot Ly e to the power minus I phi lx upon h cot. Here we have to transform the operator Ly. Basically e to the power I phi lx upon h cot, this is a rotational operator because we know angular momentum here the generator rotation. That means we are rotating the system along x-axis. Then how the y component of angular momentum undergoes, how angular momentum y component will change when we rotate the system along along x-axis. That means it can be done by the help of this Becker-Hausdorff formula and many more. That means you can make rotational transformation, we can make space translation. If suppose here some momentum operator is there, okay, momentum operator basically generator translation we know. That means here we are transforming, we are rotating the system along x-axis by theta angle. Then how to find the what will the rotation angular y component to angular momentum in the transport domain. Okay, let's explain this through example. As formula is mentioned here, b is Ly and a is I phi lx upon h cot. I have mentioned first we have to find commutator of AB. Here commutator of AB is I phi lx upon h cot. Ly is equal to I phi upon h cot is constant, is taken outside, and commutator of Lx Ly is I h cot Lz, then is equal to minus phi Lz. Now I have already mentioned we have to in upcoming steps we have to make commutator of a with the previous one. That means 1 upon 2 factorial is there, is a factor is there, and commutator of a with the previous one. So I phi lx upon h cot with previous one means minus phi Lz, will get minus phi square upon 2 factorial Ly. This is the commutator result. Let now in the second step also we have to make commutator of a with the previous one. That means with the previous one, that means if in previous one we have already a is equal to I phi lx upon h cot, and in previous one we'll get minus phi square Ly. Okay, so we'll get 1 upon 3 factorial, there is a factor of into phi qlz. Now putting all the data in the in basically in this equation Becker-Hausdorff formula will yield Ly minus phi Lz minus phi square upon 2 factorial Ly plus phi 3 upon 3 factorial Lz. Okay, Now I am taking Ly as common. I will get 1 minus phi square upon 2 factorial minus taking Lz common will get phi minus phi 3 upon 3 factorial. Okay, then this basically this is will be, if we do more steps, then we will find this will be a cosine series. Okay, this will be a sine series because x minus x square upon 3 factorial 1 minus x square upon 3 factorial, that means Ly cos alpha minus Lz sin alpha. This is the, that means transformation of operator Lz sin alpha, that means Ly dash equal to Ly cos phi minus Lz sin phi. This is the transform. If you rotate the system along x-axis, how Ly component changes. Okay, this is the concept of Becker-Hausdorff formula. Thank you for watching.